Good evening, VV Nation. Glenn here, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. And it's Monday. It's the 6 p.m. video. We're going to go back to the top weekly picks for the week, and we're going to do it for both the U.S. and for Canada. Everybody needs to know where their money should be, and based on the current market's conditions, I got a little twist for you this week for both the U.S. and the Canadian market. All right, let's get right into the program. Starting off with the homepage, we can clearly see that with today's activity, two red lights in the RT and the BSR. As I record this video, we'll see how it ends up for the day. Now, this catches my attention. The primary wave is down. We've got three red lights, we've got yellow lights, we've got green lights. And when I can see all three colors being represented in a 6-day time period on the color guard, the market's having a hard time really truly deciding which direction it wants to be. So with that being said, where am I looking? Well, primary wave is down. That's one indicator. What I'm looking for is some confirmation before I start taking advantage of the downside of the market. As I open up a market timing graph, and let me move this over a little bit, what I'm looking for as far as confirmation is for our second market timing indicator or market timing signal, the DEW, to go down. Now, the D stands for the detrended price oscillator, which oscillates around 0. E stands for envelopes. We give you the upper and lower edges of range of the price. And the W stands for a weighted moving average, which is depicted by this white line. In order to get a down signal here, the price of the composite needs to close below the 30-day weighted moving average, and the DPO still has to go negative. Taking those things into consideration, does the market still have some upside? We're at a level of a double top, possibly. We're still trading at the upper edge of this channel, right at resistance. So the market could still have some upside. The MTI is not at a level where we're looking for a top just quite yet, but there's a lot of talk going on from the Fed that's affecting the market's direction or possible direction. So I am still looking at stocks long for the week. Let's go to the viewers tab. Here are my top 5 weekly picks for the U.S. market. They're all moving up today. I always like to look at CI. If I'm going to look at stocks for you to take a look at for the week, I want to make sure that they have more upside. Actually, they don't go down. They're resilient. I want resilient stocks that even if the market turns around, these are stocks that are not susceptible to long or lengthy price declines. So SMCI, Eli Lilly, Semiconductor ETF, NVIDIA, Rock and Rollin', and Novo Nordisk. Those are my 5 stock picks, all moving up today. Fundamentally sound, high CIs, all buy recommended stocks. Let's move over. Look at the sales growth and the earnings growth. I always want sales growth to be more than earnings growth. That means these companies are selling enough to substantiate the earnings. And all of these, with the exception of my ETF, have sales growth above earnings growth. I think this is a good quality pick of stocks. Now, here's my little twist for the week. If I'm looking at the DEW to be my confirmation that it's okay to start looking at stocks to the downside, I want you to keep these stocks in your back pocket. I went over to the Unisearch tool, looked at ETFs, high average volume contra ETFs, and I sorted this by average volume, but I wanted to look at the ones that are moving up today and look at it on the down day. These are the contras that are moving: TMV, DRV, JDST, DUST, and TBT. These top 5 are stocks or contras that I want you to keep your eyes on if we get some confirmation from a market timing perspective with the DEW going down. So I've got my 5 picks for you for this week, but I'm preparing you just in case the market wants to confirm some more downside. Now, let's move over to the Canadian side. A lot more red popping up in the Canadian color guard. All right, as I look at all of the stocks for today, or the indices, they're all down, with the S&P TX Venture down the most, about almost 1.5%. Going to do the same analysis. Let's go to the graphs, and I'm looking at, again, the DEW to give me some confirmation of more of a downward move to the market. I'm looking at the price of the composite still above the 30-day weighted moving average, and the DPO has a lot more room to the downside. This tells me that let's get some confirmation before we think about going into contra ETFs. Let's go to the viewers tab. Here's my picks for you for this week. 3 of them are down so far today. That's okay. I'm looking at the CIs all above the values of 1. These are resilient stocks in the Canadian market, all by recommendations, all have relative values above 1. And again, the sales growth is higher than the earnings growth, which are good quality stocks for my 5 picks for the Canadian market. But on the other side, if we could get some confirmation of more of a downward move with the DEW, I went to the unit search for Canada, buying contra ETFs, and I want to concentrate on the ones that are moving up the most. So there's my twist for both the U.S. market and the Canadian market. I can't forecast what the market is going to do. All I can do is take a look at the data and get you prepared no matter what happens. Again, confirmation in either market is looking for the DEW to signal a down call, and then I would take a look at the contra ETFs. Folks, that's it in a nutshell. Hopefully you like the weekly picks. We're going to go back to doing that on Mondays, and let me know how you like them. Is it something that's helping you? Is it something that's not helping you? Do you like it or not like it? Let me know. I want to make sure that I'm able to provide for you the best content possible on our YouTube channel. So until the next time, folks, see ya. Hey, VV Nation, Glenn Tompkins here. Did you miss out on the Tampa 2-day investment seminar? Well, right now you can get access to the live recording from this event for only $195. That's right, folks, $195. You can get access to all the great presentations from instructors like Steve Chapp, Jerry D'Ambrosio, Jim Penner, Ron Wheeler, and yours truly. Folks, you just need to go to www.vectorvest.com/replay24. You need to do that right now.